The country reflects on nearly 250 years. In Macon, a bold decision in the 1830s challenged who education was for, leading to the creation of Wesleyan College, the first college in the world chartered to grant degrees to women. That moment helped redefine opportunity, not just here, but around the world. Here's 41 NBC's Fiona King.
As we mark 250 years of America, we must remember the bold steps taken right here in Macon almost 2 centuries ago. Back when the country was still finding its footing, a group of local citizens were among the few that recognized how important it was for women to have access to education. And what they started sparked changes that reached around the world.
Oldest women's institution in the world chartered to grant degrees to women. That's Wesleyan College.
Today, we call it Wesleyan College, but back on December 23rd, 1836, when it was founded, it had a different name.
A group of area men got together and decided that the idea of educating women the same way as we educate men was an ideal prospect. So they, in conjunction with the Methodist Church, Wesleyan was opened in 1839 as Georgia Female College.
Women weren't able to go and get degrees before the founding of Wesleyan College, and those Methodist men who founded Wesleyan are the same who founded Emory, and they decided that women deserved an education.
In 1843, the Georgia Conference of Methodist Church took over the college, and the state legislature changed its name to Wesleyan Female College. Fast forward to 1917, and female was dropped, giving us the Wesleyan College we know today. The original campus was right in downtown Macon, where the U.S. Post Office stands now. When the college officially opened its doors on January 7, 1839, 90 women were enrolled in the very first class, and they weren't just learning basic skills.
The curriculum was rigorous. It was arts and sciences, which at the time was very, very different. It wasn't just a conservatory or a finishing school. This was a rigorous program. And so we started graduating out women who were leaders, thought leaders, activists, entrepreneurs.
And they learned religion studies. That was one of the courses. And then mathematics and science. And, you know, the same things that men were being educated on in other schools.
Wesleyan granted the first documented college degree to Catherine Brewer on July 16, 1840. To put that into perspective, when elections first began in the United States, voting was limited to white men who owned property. It wasn't until the 1920s that women finally gained the right to vote. This meant for over 100 years, well-educated women had no say in elections. And the fight for equality is still ongoing.
I think we have to acknowledge that women are still not considered equal when you think about the fact that there are more CEOs named John than there are female CEOs. And so acknowledging that we're starting 100 yards back, it encourages institutions like this to focus on gender parity and equality.
A lot of firsts for women happened because of Wesleyan College.
The first sororities in the world were started here at Wesleyan. The first alumni society association was started here at Wesleyan. And, you know, the first Chinese women to be educated in America were educated at Wesleyan. So the impact isn't just local, it's, you know, worldwide.
Now as Wesleyan celebrates its 190th anniversary, President Blight has a message for girls everywhere.
Say yes to leadership. I think many of us were the first ones to think and be critical of ourselves and think, I'm not ready for that next step. Oh, think about somebody else. But we need you to say yes. We need you to be courageous and be brave.
In Macon, Fiona King, 41 NBC News.